So we've gathered the ingredients of our ink and taught you the functionality of the product, but what about color? How we select color in terms of how it looks and heals is the product of color perception. Color perception and our ability to do so rules our lives, the clothes we wear, the way we decorate our homes, our aesthetics. So why would the permanent makeup we apply be any different? Our goal is to bring artists across the globe high-quality, safe, and effective products. But of course, they must be stunning colors across the spectrum so any person can find their perfect color match. How do we perceive color? It all starts with Newton, and not the figgy kind. Sir Isaac Newton established the visible spectrum of light and subsequently the first color wheel. He found that when light passes through a prism, it reflects 7 different colors. We more commonly know these colors as the primary and secondary colors on the traditional color wheel, or Roy G. Biv: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Color perception can be simplified into 3 things: object, light, and observer. Looking at those 3 things, the observer looks at an object. As the light hits the object, the observer perceives a specific color. Color perceived is based on the way light is either reflected or absorbed, and how the observer's eye receives that reflected light from the object. Color perception is based on experience as well. Let's take this red rose, for example. When light hits it, all colors are absorbed except for red. The flower reflects red, making it appear red in color. The same goes for every single object around you. One would think the color we see are the colors absorbed by the object, but instead the colors reflected are what we see. This is how we create the catalog of our colors. We offer the rainbow and then some. For permanent makeup artists, it's important to understand that lighting will look different in different hemispheres of the world. Say somebody is tattooing in Hawaii or somebody's tattooing in England, the way that that color looks, even if it's the same color, it could be forest brown, is going to appear differently in Hawaii as it does in the UK or London. And so it's important for us to know as artists what our natural lighting looks like and how it makes a difference in the color. Also, the lighting in your studio is very important. And a lot of artists don't realize that when you tattoo, and this has happened to me personally, I've tattooed somebody, it looks great in my studio, they walk outside and the color just looks a little bit off. And that was because I wasn't taking into account the lighting in my studio, which is what I really needed to do. So now we have a better understanding of how light affects the color, and it's just something for us to be aware of as tattoo artists. So after this section, guys, it would be great if you could take the Moncel U test. It will show you how your eye perceives color. And it took me about 2 or 3 times to get the test right because it was showing me that I was weak in one of the U's. So it'll be interesting for you guys to be able to see if you're weak in any of the colors that you work with. And so the Moncel U test, the link will be in the paperwork that you guys get.